scheduled live, 8:30 Sunday UK time. And we're going to be using the Perfixt Beauty Glazed palette again, going in with the more gold tones. So I am going to just do the skincare and everything straight away. Let me know when you're in. I might just start to get myself organized a bit while people are coming on. Got some serums and things like that to pop on. Haven't decided which foundation to use yet, but I did want to take out the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer because I wanted to remember to use that. I didn't use it the last time. It's been a long day, guys, a long weekend, working overtime. Okay, 6 and water. Let me know when you're in. So this was requested, no, sorry, planned, requested. I'm doing a lot of investing more in the skincare side of things. So I'm kind of looking at palettes, and this is one I had when I was kind of rearranging everything. Did another live on it the last time. We focused on more of the pinky tones. We're going to be focusing on the goldy kind of brown tones today. So do let me know when you're in. I'm going to just start prepping the skin. So I'm either going to be using the Essence foundation stick, and this is 160. Now I do have a lighter one, but I do think because I've had a bit of a tan, I might get away with 160. I was going to use the L'Oreal Palace Bright and Reveal, and this is their Daily Fluid Tinted Glow, but it's SPF 50. I don't really think I need that today. I'm not going out again. It's 8:30 at night UK time. So what we might do is start to rotate things again, and we will use the Essence foundation stick. So I'm just going to do the skincare. Starting off with this is the plum extract from Superdrug, and it's their own water cream, but it smells lovely. It's got that like vitamin kind of C, orange kind of smell to it. Some guy 1123, hi, some guy, thank you for joining. So this is just a makeup tutorial, just in case you're wondering. This is a makeup channel, so we'll do skincare and makeup. Moira, hi, thank you for joining, guys. So this is the scheduled live for makeup. My name is Kira. If you haven't ever joined me before, I am originally from Ireland, living in the UK, but do a lot of skincare. And then my actual job is a support worker for people with Down syndrome and autism. But thank you for joining today. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Moira. Nakash, hello. Sorry, I can't pronounce the other name. Below Nakash, I can't pronounce that name. J Leach, sup. So this is a makeup tutorial. You will see me kind of do my skincare. The eventual kind of purpose of the video is to do this eyeshadow palette eye look, and then we'll go from there. I do makeup tutorials on my actual channel, and I do mental health as well, but I've been requested to do lives by the subscribers now since February, I think. So I'm going to do that with you guys tonight. So yeah, it's good to do lives because I get to kind of interact with you guys too. So originally I'm from Ireland, but I live in Oxford now in the UK. Nakash, I am from Pakistan. Oh wow. Okay. Tassos, hello. How are you today, Tassos? I'm good, thank you. We're going in with that palette again, using the golds today. So yeah, or tonight, I should say, UK time. I can't pronounce your username, sorry. You've got like a green symbol on your name. And a warning sign. I don't know, I think that, but sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Sorry about that. Nakash, your country, please reply. The UK. So this is it. It's the water cream. So we're just going to pop that on. I'm not going to need an SPF today because it's 8:30. I'm not going to be going out after this. I'm just home about a couple of hours from my job, so certainly not going out. But yes, I hope you guys enjoy and we stay and we look at those gold tones. So I've just popped on some water cream. I am going to show you the L'Oreal Revitalift filler. So this is really good because it's got hyaluronic acid in it. So amazing. So the great thing about this is it has a little pump, so it only takes out as much as you need. So if I show you, and that's all you need. Obviously you can go in again if you need to, but thank you guys for joining. It's always good to know if you're already a subscriber or if you're just seeing this now. I do makeup tutorials. Tassos, I saved your mental health videos to watch at some point. Oh, I'm glad you did. I'm really glad you did, because I'm hoping that it helps everybody in different ways. So whatever I'm going through, maybe you can kind of relate to something going on. So absolutely, that's really good, Tassos. My name is Yasmin. My home is currently in Bangladesh and Russia. In Bangladesh and Russia? Is Bangladesh in Russia? You are first time YouTube live. No, I've done lives and Akash about 20 times now, but February was the time that my subscribers, this February, was kind of when people started to request to go live. So that's what I've done. Roberts, are you married? No, I'm not. Calfina Hill, you look pretty. Oh, thank you. So this is just about kind of enhancing your confidence. Even though this is a makeup channel, guys, I always do say it's not the most important thing. I always do mental health videos too, but it's nice to kind of just boost your confidence and just kind of feel good about yourself. So that's it. This is just the L'Oreal Paris Revitalift filler. It doesn't have SPF. It does come with, and this was a TikTok find actually, it does come with the L'Oreal Paris SPF 50 tint, so you can use them together. But oh, hi Andrea. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're feeling okay. It's great to see you on one of my lives. You should go and check out Andrea's channel, guys. She's amazing. She does eyeshadow reviews. She's very good at eyeshadow. And she always has amazing palettes. Tassos, do you have some days where people seem collectively irritated and you wonder if it's you? Yes. Do you mean kind of outside of YouTube? I absolutely do. It's a really strange thing to kind of think about, because you're kind of asking yourself, have I done something? But actually, it can be it can be upsetting if it happens to you, Tassos. So I find kind of like, obviously my first reaction is to want to say something, but then I kind of feel like, say it's a work or school, because you're gonna have to see them again. It's hard to process it all. And then especially if you haven't done something personal to them, you're kind of wondering. So I absolutely, when they're irritated, is it them having a bad day maybe? But then they're not thinking about how they're taking it out, on you. So I totally understand. That's happened to me. And it's difficult, isn't it? Particularly, like I said, if it's somebody in school or family or work, because you're obviously seeing them again. No, but I understand that, Tessa. So I've had those days as well, absolutely. And you just have to kind of think to yourself, I'm not going to take this personally, even though it's really hard not to. Yeah, it's hard, I know. See if I'm currently in Russia. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name there. Sorry, yeah, I think you said your name was Yasmin, but you're in Russia. Okay. So guys, we're going to just kind of go in with the foundation. Thank you all for joining today. It's great to see you all. We're going to start to go in with, and I think because I'm not going out, I'm going to use that Essence SPF. Is there an SPF in it? No, I don't think so. I'm not going to use an SPF is what I mean. The heat is getting to me, and we're going to use this. Now it is it's 160. It's probably darker than I would usually go for, but I think I have gotten a little bit of a tan just because I've been out with the service and patients that I in work. So I'm literally, the great thing about this, guys, is any foundation stick, you can put it on so quick. But yes, it can be difficult when somebody kind of purposely, kind of maybe not purposely, but starts to look or feel irritated towards you, and then you don't really know how to process it. So I totally understand that, Tassos. So as you can see, guys, this is really easy to do, and you can even put it in with just rub it in with your hands. There's no SPF, so pop on your SPF if it's daytime for you and you have something like this. Some very rarely makeup sticks I find have SPF, so I always pop on something underneath. But again, it's 8:30 here in the UK. It's been a very, very long week. My week only ended today because I worked over the weekend. So that's that. I do suffer with redness, so I'll probably put a little bit more down. And this is what it looks like. So I thought, guys, it actually twists up, but it doesn't. This one doesn't. So this is actually all you get, which I didn't realize. Maybe it's just my one, but this doesn't twist up at all. So like the She Glam ones I have, the MAC ones I have, they do twist up. This is as much as you get. So unless this is just this one, because I've got 3 and I didn't open the other 2, so it might just be something with this. If you have it, let me know if you're looking. But this one in particular, it just won't twist up. So this is the amount of product you get. So that's just something to look out for. So I think that's okay. We are going to go in with some color corrector as well. But then just to show you, this is the eyeshadow palette we're doing today. This is the Perfixt from Beauty Glazed eyeshadow palette. It's just been such a long week today, guys, this week. But I wanted to come on. I want to kind of stick to these lives. It seems to be doing well. I've always been on YouTube, but maybe 12 years now. And lives are very new to me still, but I'm enjoying them, guys. And obviously, it's always good to get your feedback as well. I do have other links below for like social media and things like that, like TikTok, Instagram. I've got a Facebook page as well. So always feel free to look at that. But I'm always kind of interested in what you guys like to see as well. So what I might do before I go into any concealer is this is the Rimmel Multitask, and this is their Better Than filters. Now I do think I got mine maybe too light, but this isn't fair. But I'll use it basically. So what it is if you're wondering, it's a highlighter and glow booster and a primer. I'm going to use it just for a glow booster and highlighter because it probably is. If I just swatch that for you, it is super light. So I would use it as a highlight. So we're just going to pop it around. But do let me know, guys, how your week has been. The heat really affected me today. Now, what you can see, guys, just to let you know, because you're probably thinking, why isn't she popped on concealer? I'm not actually putting this in any of the places like my T-zone here or here, because this is I'm just using it as like a booster for my skin. And then we'll pop on our concealer afterwards. But yeah, my mom isn't very well, so that's on my mind. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a keloid, but they're kind of, if you've had a lot of sun or been exposed as a child to the sun for a very long time, you'll kind of get hardened parts of your skin, and they can become a keloid, which then holds cells. And if you're not very careful, they can actually become cancerous. So mum found that she had two. One has been removed. She's got surgery again tomorrow for one on her arm. The last one was on her back. And it's really important that they don't get down to the lymph nodes. So the lymph nodes is the second layer of your skin. So once they don't get down to there, you're okay. So she's going to be getting it removed tomorrow. It was only discovered about 2 months ago. So we're hoping, fingers crossed, everything is okay. She's got her surgery at 9. So yes, it's hard when you live abroad from your mum. I'm really, really close to her, but I did my study in the UK. I was married, not anymore. And so I ended up staying longer than obviously when I met a partner. And then when I realized, I went home and tried to kind of get a job in childcare and things like that and teaching. And actually, my UK qualifications weren't actually recognized in Ireland. So I did all that study, and kind of I was able to get jobs in nurseries and that kind of thing. But actually, I'm qualified as a Montessori teacher, which would have helped the salary a bit. So in Dublin now, I couldn't live in Ireland, unfortunately. I can go home and see mum, but in Dublin these days, rent is like you're looking at €2,500 a month. So it's absolutely crazy. So I do go home as much as I can. But we're very, very close. So it is hard sometimes, especially when she's going through things like this. So she's got her friend going with her tomorrow, Effie, and she's going to drive her there. And then I think she's going to have to help her just with the bandages every couple of days. And so hopefully, guys, what happens then is after it's removed, she goes in a week later, they test the blood, and then hopefully it hasn't gone to the lymph nodes. So yes, it's been, it's not a nice word, cancer, but once you're healthy and you're okay, and that's what counts. So it's given us a bit of a glow. Definitely the highlight, I would agree 100%, guys, that this is a highlight. I think I just got, this is fair. It comes in medium and it comes in dark. So if you're just joining, we're using the Rimmel Multitasker, um, and it is a primer, highlighter, and a glow booster. So I purposely didn't go into any of the T-zone. I just wanted to give it a bit of a highlight, and I think it looks good. I do. I think it looks quite good. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go in with the Maybelline, and I keep saying I only have one use left, but there seems to, even though there's only a little bit, the last couple of lives, I thought I'm not going to get another use out of this, but actually it still has quite a bit in it. So all I'm doing with this, guys, is using it as a color corrector. So what I mean is I'm not expecting it to conceal anything, but I do want it to kind of correct the skin in terms of like the redness. So I do have, and I should have probably showed them beforehand, I do have kind of green tinge, and I've actually had it since I was a little girl. It's really strange. And so that's what I'm using. That you can get this in green as well as a color corrector. This is in peach. It's the Maybelline, if I haven't said, multi-use concealer. Multi-use being that you can use it kind of as a color corrector. So that's all I'm doing. I'm going to go down here, but do let me know when you're on. It's great to kind of chat with you guys. Um, I'm just going to, now we are going to use a sponge for the actual concealer itself, which is going to be Rimmel, the multitasker, and that is, I think, a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. I had to think there, guys. Sorry. Um, but I haven't checked the weather for next week in the UK, guys. If you're looking at this and you're from somewhere else, we are not used to this weather. Um, it's like, I think today got to about 29 degrees, which in Oxford, which is just, I can't cope. And it's different when you're abroad, I think, isn't it? When you're abroad, you're kind of, you've got aircon in different buildings. You're kind of more relaxed. It's a holiday, isn't it? It's not like day-to-day life. So it definitely feels different. I don't have like an aircon system in my apartment. My workplace doesn't have one. And kind of going home on the bus, they don't have one because we never generally need it. So when you have 29 or 30 degrees, and you're still going to work, or even if you go outside or you're fair skin, it can really, really stress you. And it makes you more tired, which then makes you sleep more. And I don't know, that's just me. I'm having that kind of effect. I don't know if it's affecting you that way. So yeah, we're going to pop this on, and I am going to get a sponge. Everything is hopefully in the right place. Jumped in the shower just before this because I just wanted to feel a bit more refreshed coming on to you for you guys. So this is porcelain, but it does work really well. I only put the slightest bit on, guys, because a little goes a very long way, and I do think it's a dupe for, even down to the packaging for Tarte Shape Tape. I don't have anything from Tarte, which is a makeup brand. Um, they are kind of high end. I really am trying to kind of stick with my skin. There's so many gorgeous eyeshadow palettes out there at the minute, so I'm on a no buy for that. Um, but it seems like the comments have gone quiet. So if you guys don't want to comment, I totally understand. I can kind of go through this. That's just something I'm going through at the minute. With mom, I just want to be there. You know what I mean? And I can't. But she said she'd rather kind of have her friends help her out, and then when I come over, kind of have more of a kind of get together and have a kind of. I was happy to go, and I said it to work. This is happening with mum. She has to get surgery, and they were like, just let us know, and we'll try. But she was like, I'd like to kind of have this, which I understand. She kind of wants that time. Maybe it's privacy. I understand that, particularly if you're getting something removed, and I've had an experience with a friend who's had cancer, so I do understand, how it can make people feel, but I will be going over shortly afterwards. So that'll be good. Another thing that I'm doing, and I was going to do a longer form content, but I'm having to kind of move from my property. So that's happening in August. Um, so yeah, it's all going on, really, guys. It's all going on. We're just gonna pop this on and. But it's been so nice, guys, being able to meet people from YouTube. I never really thought that was possible. I never even looked at streams, guys. Never looked at a stream before this. Um, and so this is all new to me. Um, but I'm really enjoying it, guys. I really like people coming on and getting to know me, particularly if you have never seen my channel before. But yeah, life at the minute is a little bit complicated. But that's I don't know if you find kind of sometimes you feel a bit drained, even if you've had sleep and that, and you still feel a bit drained. That kind of happens to me sometimes. Um, Okay, so I only did a little bit. I didn't go in with the sponge too much because I kind of want to set it quite quickly. I can see it is starting to look a little bit too dewy, and that might be the lights. I don't know. I know this is a radiance booster. I do know that, but I do think it looks a little bit too kind of, and that might be the lights. There's kind of two to the side and one up here. So what I might do is just go in with the Rimmel, and this is the 001 transparent. But I've just reminded myself to use the Makeup by Mario before we do that. This is more of a high end. I've had it for a couple of months now, maybe 7 months. It's the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. So yeah, I'm keeping myself busy tomorrow because I'll be at my phone waiting for mum to tell me when she's home and stuff like that. Yeah, life is hard sometimes, but you have to just try and find um the positive, even though sometimes that sounds impossible. Um, okay, so you can see it doesn't, if I just show you guys, so some people use this, you can get it in light, medium, and dark. Some people use the Makeup by Mario Skin Sculpt for literally contouring. So they'll get the next one. So if they're my skin tone, even paler, they'll get the medium and they'll just use it as a contour, really sharp contour to bring in. I actually just use it as kind of a skin enhancer, as it says. So you can use it either as a sculpt or a skin enhancer. So I'm just using that as a skin enhancer. We're going to go in with the foundation brush now from Real Techniques. Most of my brushes are Real Techniques or I get them from Amazon. I think I've got a Morphe one, but I think that came with an eyeshadow palette. I just find Real Techniques kind of really, if you keep them really well, they do stay for a couple of years quite well. So all we're going to do is buff that in, and you'll see all it does is kind of just give you a little bit of a enhancer. I feel like I'm talking here too much, guys. Let me know if I am. Okay, so you can see it's kind of toned everything down, just giving everything a bit of a boost. Now we're going to go in with that Rimmel Transparent 001, and I'm doing really well with that. So yeah, Rimmel 001 Transparent, and what that means is it's just not going to take away any of the makeup, the color that you've put into your face. There's nothing worse than doing all of your makeup, the base at least, and then you pop on a setting powder and it's so white it kind of just makes you look, takes away all that effort that you've done. So I am going to pop this on now. But yes, tomorrow I'll probably do all my laundry. I don't know about you, but the one thing I don't like about laundry is doing the bed linen. That is the one thing that I don't know why, it just takes it out of me. So all I'm doing is I'm just buffing this into the skin. I'm not going to drag it around. And we're just going to pop that up. But yeah, guys, it's just been a little bit challenging. But okay, so all that's done is kind of just, you can see it hasn't taken, it's just mattified things. So that's all that's done, is mattified it. And then I'm going to go in with my Revolution, and this is the baking powder. And I always say this because I got a couple of questions about a month ago about this powder from Revolution. Can you use it all over the face? And so I have seen a lot of YouTubers use this all over the face. I just use it under the eyes. It's the Revolution, and it's just their rose baking powder. So you can get it in banana, you can get it in a lot of colors, but I just use it in rose. And it's the super, no flashback, super matte fix. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, it feels like I've ran a marathon this week. So you just pop it in here, guys. And I'm just going to get my puff triangle up here. And we're just going to use that to kind of just set under the eyes. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And you can use it all over the face. I just use it for the eyes just because I think it helps me a bit more. But again, if you're just joining, this is the eyeshadow palette we will be using after everything is set. It's the Beauty Glazed Perfixt eyeshadow palette. And it's really gorgeous summery colours there. So we're going to do that. So my lives now that I've kind of, I think the algorithm is going in the right way. So they're 8:30 on a Sunday, which is today, 8 o'clock tomorrow, and then Wednesday, 12. Fine. And you can I always pop up posts with links and things to whatever I've done, whether that's longer form content or lives. Okay. And then I'm just putting the rest in the T-zone, and we'll go in then with a bronzer. Okay, I think I've got one more use from my brow product, and it's the liquid eyebrow pencil from Sheglam. I joined this pen pal group. I saw it was something that was suggested on Facebook. So I joined, yeah, it's a pen pal group even. And you just kind of pop in a picture of yourself and say what you like and what you don't. And so there's 3 people already that have contacted me, and I've gotten 2 letters already. It was only a month ago. And so I've gotten like 3 people, one from Canada, one from Norfolk, and I think one from Ireland, which is really weird because she's British and her partner's from Ireland, but she's from the UK, so that's really weird. But like, it's just a really good idea. So what I did is, it's kind of a 90s thing, isn't it? Everyone used to write letters to each other. I didn't think anything would really come of it. And then I didn't want it, I did specify I just want friends looking for friendship, just, to kind of make that known. And yeah, so I went on to Shein today, and I got loads of kind of because when I got the post, in the post, it was lovely, like creative colorful paper. So I went on to Shein today to get like lovely stationery so I can respond back. But yeah, that was a really good idea. I've already gotten like 3 or 4. And it's just about meeting other people, isn't it? And kind of just learning about different things. And it's everything now is online. So I thought it was a really good idea. It's just called Pen Pals Facebook worldwide. And so you can pop in what you want. You can just say, you know, looking for friendship, looking for friends, that kind of thing. And it was really interesting. So I've gotten 2 letters already. So I got those today in the post. My hair is not doing what I wanted. I didn't want to blow dry it because it's too hot. So yeah, I've just kind of set the under eyes. What we're going to do is leave that at that. Now what I'm going to do is go in with Kiko Milano. I've had this for a long time. It's their bronzer in Flawless Fusion. So we're going to do that. We're going to use the Real Techniques contour brush. If I haven't, yes, I've put it here. But do feel free to comment, guys. That's fine. As you can see, I'm doing quite well with this. So Kiko Milano are quite, I wouldn't say they're high end, but they're kind of in between. I'd say high end and low end. So I'm just going to use, I'm not going to go in with any drops, like the bronzing drops or anything. I thought because it's like a nice gold color, goldy brown eyeshadow look we're doing today, it would be nice to just kind of have that done quite quickly. And then just go straight to the eyeshadow colors because I do want to kind of swatch the ones for you as well. The last time I did it, we did a swatch as well. So I'm just going to go around the areas where the sun naturally hits the face, bringing that right back to the hairline. But yes, guys, do feel free to look at the channel. I do a lot of mental health. I think I do a lot of mental health videos more so now because things are starting to kind of change in life with my family, as you might know if you have looked at my mental health videos. And so I don't want to come on to YouTube, particularly if it's a live. It's different if it's longer form content, but particularly lives, and kind of not be myself, you know, or if something's happened, you know, so you guys know. But I do a lot of makeup as well. I'm trying to start. So I have got a healthy kind of page I'm starting. Like I used to do lots of smoothies, so I'm kind of starting that as well. So I've popped down the link for that as well, and you can always suggest what you'd like to see. So you can see, guys, it is kind of tanned color, but I think I've said this before, this would help. I think you could get, not help as such, but I'm fair to medium skin toned, I think would get away with using this. I think they have a deeper tone. I'm not quite sure. I got it on Amazon about 8 months ago now, and I'm doing quite well with it. It's got a mirror. I just don't want to blind you guys. It does have a mirror. So we're going to just go, as you can see, I just kind of brought it right back to the hairline. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, Mum thinks that, you know, going back to what I was saying, that they've caught it in time. And keloids, guys, so they're just hardened skin that can build up cells. And if you're not careful, or say you do expose yourself to the sun, or the other big thing is, if you go, my mum hasn't, she's never gone on sunbeds in her life, but this is just something to be aware of. If you do use sunbeds, which I know was really popular, everyone went through a phase of that, or you're not quite kind of as aware how important SPF is. If you're not kind of, so SPF is sun protection factor. So I would say, like, I went through a phase, guys, of only using SPF 15 for years, and that's quite low. So for SPF, I would say minimum even 30. I think, was it, oh, who was it? Cadillac John, who said in America you can get SPF 100, which I've never seen. In the UK, the highest I've seen is SPF 70, which is, even that is quite good. So what I'm saying is, I suppose the message is, and my mom is really responsible. So I think it's not that she's exposing herself. She is very, very fair, blonde hair. She actually had strawberry blonde hair when she was young. And I think when she was younger, my grandmother kind of let them play outside, that kind of thing. And over time, she got these little keloids, which is dry skin, which then turned into possible cancerous cells. So what they do is they remove them straight away. And then once it hasn't gone past the lymph node section in your skin, everything's fine. So that's what we're hoping for. So what I'm going to do is not bring that right down. So not bring that right down. Sorry, I'm getting messages, guys. Just a second. Sorry, guys. Just one. People are saying they're commenting, guys, and now the comments have completely gone. I can see there's a lot of you in there. Okay. I did allow comments and you guys were able to comment at the start, so I'm not quite sure what's happening. Um, so can anybody? Maybe she's blind. Oh, she did see it. Okay, you're back. Can someone just comment? Okay, guys, I've just been sorry about that, guys. You see, this is what happened the last time. You were able to comment. I can see you guys. Can someone just comment anything right now? Hey, yes. Okay, guys, I'm not blind. I certainly would not ignore you. This has happened before. You guys are able to comment, and then mid section, people you just can't. I don't know what's going on. I'm really sorry about that. I'm glad you're all back, and I didn't have to end the live. I'm so okay. I can see you guys now. So whatever you said, can I go back up, I wonder? No, I can't go back up. Okay, so if you guys said anything before, feel free to say it again. I thought I could go back up. I'm glad you're back. So if you have said anything before, please Tassos, come on, Andy. Okay. So yes, please comment, guys, so I know. How strange. Because it's one thing for you guys not to be able to comment from the very beginning, but then to be able to comment and then you can't. It must be something my end. Really sorry about that, guys. But yes, keep the comments coming. It's absolutely fine. Thank you for letting me know, Andy. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm hoping you're able to comment now after that, or is YouTube just going crazy on me? I'm going to wait for a minute just for anyone to say anything because now I'm getting paranoid. But if you have said something, guys, that I haven't seen, or I know you said, is she blind? It probably did look like that from your end. But if you have said something and you want to kind of say it again, I'm not asking you to repeat yourself. But if you had said, oh, you're still here, great. That's good. I don't know what that is. How strange. That's actually really frustrating as well. Because if we're in the middle of a conversation, yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? Okay, so that's that kind of bronzer done. I've kept it kind of very, if you notice, I'm keeping it very kind of tanned but light because we are going to go in with those deeper kind of golden browns. I'm sorry about that, guys. Glad you're all still here. Sam Shaman, YouTube chat Chanel. Okay. Right. Okay. So I'm going to go in with, this is a blush that I rediscovered, guys. But again, if you did comment on something, it's your broadband. Right. Sometimes when the broadband lags, that can happen. Yeah, it probably is. You're right. It probably is. Tassos and the trolls are back, but it feels good. I haven't seen any trolls yet, but unless Super KF311, I don't think he is. But okay. But that's what it's about. You take that risk, don't you? I'm just glad you guys are back. Okay. Yeah, it probably is my internet. I'll keep that in mind for where I record. So this is the Flormar. I'm really hoping we can actually get through this with you guys, you know, chatting away. This is the Flormar. It does remind me of Laura Geller, and it's like a baked blush. It's not as available as it used to be. My friend in Ireland said she found it, the last time she found it was in a pharmacy in Ireland. So, but they are beautiful. She has the foundation powder version and I have the blush version, and that's what it looks like. So it's kind of, as you turn it, it does have that multi-chrome effect. So what I'm going to do is just kind of bring that up the cheekbone and then we can go back in with those golds. We'll set the face first after the brows. Well, if the haters are there, let them come, I think. So like, as we say, let's ignore them. But yeah, I must have looked so funny just talking to myself again for God knows how long. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So I'm going to take some water. Let you guys all talk away, and there we go. uh, uh, I think I'm either going into early menopause or I just can't live in the heat anymore. I've got this is like my 6th one since I've been home. I've been looking for that blush. I can't find it anywhere. It's called Flormar, and I got it years ago, and Interestingly enough, I got it in a pharmacy, and then I said to my friend, "Have you seen it online?" And she said, "No, but the pharmacy we went to still has it." So Flormar, Flormar, and this is just their terracotta blush. And I forgot I had it. I was doing like a big clear out, um, and I can't find it on Amazon. I can't find it anywhere. But it's really nice, and it does stay for a long time. And you don't get this colors. There was other ranges too. Maybe I should look up like the Flormar on Google or something like that. Let me see. Okay. Your channel and Andy's are better than ASMR in an appropriate way. I I've listened to ASMR before thinking that it will make me sleep, but some people love it, don't they? We thought you was in your own little world doing makeup. I thought I was starting to get paranoid saying, "Oh, this is happening again." People can't. I thought people might not be able to comment, or people just left because where the camera is, I can't see how many people are on. I got this camera on TikTok, which is amazing, but it shows me the likes, but it doesn't where it has to be, so it doesn't cover the camera. It covers the amount of people that are on. But yeah, talking to myself, yeah. But ASMR, I have found I can see where people are coming from, the gentleness. But like you say, Andrea, the tapping starts to like, what is going on with the tapping? You know, because it's like, or like people get those fake nails and they just do this on like something random, like a ruler. I just don't, yeah, it doesn't. I agree. I don't get the whole thing. It's a bit not it's not creepy, that's not the word, but it doesn't work for me. I know it works for some people and it really relaxes them and I get it, but no, it's not for me. It's the finger tapping just almost gives you like a migraine. I don't know. There's writing and tapping on keyboards, ASMR, which is really soothing for the ears. It can be. I know I've heard that people really like it. The writing I can understand because it's like the pencil touching the paper and that kind of soft. But like the tapping, I don't get the tapping at all. How is that relaxing? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, like the softness of the sound of writing or things like that, where it's quite a soft sound, but tapping is quite harsh, I think. So I don't really like that. So no, that wouldn't be for me. So these are just some brushes I got from Shein a long time ago that I'm using because the other ones need to be what's the word? I've been working for 48 hours straight. Need to be washed. Yeah, need to be washed, like my brain probably. Okay, so I'm going to go in straight away with a clear brush because I can see that that did not apply the way I wanted it to. My lives are probably like someday somebody's going to show them as not what how not to do a live by Kira. Okay, so that turned out well, but I think it just caught the product caught the it kind of just stuck to the face too quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go back in. I'm not going to go back in again because obviously there's a lot of product on this. We're just going to tap it. But that's what I mean. If I just swatch it, you can totally see if you were to put it on. You could probably use this as an eyeshadow as well, guys. You could totally get away with this with an eyeshadow. So yeah, when somebody is whispering and that she's writing down, so just see the whispering, I can kind of understand that. But like I've seen ones where people get your makeup done or the hairdresser ones where someone washes your hair or what was the other one I saw the other day? They were walking you onto your flight. And the only reason I look at them, I don't look at them as in listen to them, is that my friend likes them a lot and she finds them super soothing. I just don't I suppose I don't understand it. I find it a bit unusual that somebody's talking to them. I don't know. I don't know. But it was one where they walk you onto a flight and show you your seat and I don't know. That's just odd. But yeah. um did you see the new Jurassic Park film yet? No, I haven't. I'm hoping to see it in the next 2 weeks. I've been covering for some people in work. Um but I'd love to, but I haven't got a lot of I have about 2 or 3 friends that have said they want to go, but I think it's a sympathy they say they want to go because they're not that way inclined. I've got one friend that loves the theatre, loves things like that, but they are in Ireland. The 3 friends I have over here, theatre's not really their thing. We went to the Cours a couple of weeks ago, but like they love kind of concerts, but theatre I love, and nobody I know, bar this one friend in Ireland. So she actually came over for Mamma Mia, and I can't expect her to come over every time I want to see it. Yeah, but no, I haven't seen it yet. I do plan on seeing it, but not yet. No, I haven't. Um, okay, so you can see, guys, it is certainly that gold. Um, certainly does show up within the pink as well. So you can either bring that up the face, kind of really focus on it here. I always, no matter what blush it is, go back in with a blender blush, brush even. But yeah, I'd love to go to Jurassic Park. I wanted to go to Chicago, but my friend couldn't come over from Ireland. Um, I've seen Mamma Mia. I'd love to see that again. Cruel Intentions you saw. I'd love to see that, but I think I missed that in Oxford. I think it was here, and then I missed it. Um, um, yeah. Um, oh, what a shame for you. I'd go myself if my mum doesn't want to go to watch shows. I'll just go by myself. I think I'm gonna have to start doing that. Maybe you'll meet somebody. Yeah, Chicago. You can't wait. That's gonna be amazing. Are you going with your mum to see that? Um, I even my mum actually. So even if I live back, she's not a huge theater fan. It's just one of those things. I don't know. You either like it or you don't. And Jurassic Park, I think, is probably something either you liked in childhood or you didn't. And it just reminds me of, childhood. And I just have I know I'm going to be a big kid with that. But yeah, I didn't. The last Jurassic Park, they said they were never going to make another one again. And so this is kind of quite a shock. But Johannesburg, what's her name? She's the lead in it, which really shocked me. The other one left. No, not Johannesburg. God, she's blonde, blue eyes. She's the lead in it. I'll think of her name. Yeah, Chicago should be great. Me and my mum are going in a couple of weeks to watch it. That's going to be amazing. Tassos, the Spielberg Jurassic movies are better. I know he. Do you mean the one he directed? Because he directed the third one, I think, or has he done separate ones? I know he directed the third one, I think. But yes, so I'd love to kind of go and see more. I'd definitely go and see Mamma Mia again. The thing is, I like the only reason I met friends is because they knew London better than I did, so they knew exactly where the theatre was. They knew what train to get, and I was coming from Oxford, so I literally met them at the station, and they knew, thankfully, where everything else was to go and see Mamma Mia, because I wouldn't have known, I guess, where to go. Yeah, yeah, that's it, Scarlett Johansson. The Spielberg Jurassic movies are better. One and two are my favorites. I know, I keep going back to, and I know everything has changed. But the first one to me is always going to be the best. I agree. Um, yes, that was it. Scarlett Johansson. She's the new main lead in it. So yeah, I don't know if it's good. I know they had the premiere in London and there was lots of celebrities there about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But yeah, yeah, one and two. Two was good as well, wasn't it? But one particularly, I think, was very good. So I think we're gonna set this before after I do the brows, I'm gonna set, do I have it here? Yes. The e.l.f. Hydrating Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. We're gonna use that. But yeah, I think it's quite like you either like Jurassic Park or you don't. I remember going when I was very young with family and I just got an interest in it. But theatre is one thing that, and I think I'll take you up on that, Andy. I think I'll just go to I'll go by myself if I have to. I am going to Riverdance. Sophie got tickets. Now I see her, I don't see her as much as I'd like because she's got a lot of things going on. Um, but yeah, we do meet less than we do. So when we do, we try and do something. But Riverdance is coming to Oxford in September. And obviously you would think from Ireland that I would have seen it before on TV. I have maybe at Christmas times and stuff, but I have never seen it actually in theatre. And apparently it's having this big comeback after 20 years or something like that. So we're going to get like balcony seats so we don't have to be, because I can't, for my kind of illness, I have to make sure I'm not really kind of close to anything. So we're just going to get the balcony seats and see that. So that might be interesting. I've never seen it before. So yeah. Um, yeah, I was surprised she was in it because I'm surprised the other actress, she did very well in it in Jurassic Park. The red hair, she kind of had the really short cut red hair. So yeah, is Pratt in it still? Is he the? I didn't see all the actors there. Vishnu Raj, where are you from? I'm from Ireland. Tassos, give me Sam Neill over Chris Pratt. Yes, Sam Neill. I totally agree. Yeah, Sam Neill any day. Chris Pratt was good, but I think I like Sam Neill better as an actor. Um, much better. So I agree with that. Okay, so this is just the She Glam liquid eyebrow pencil, but my internet must be quite weak then, guys, for this. I hope it stays for the whole thing. So as you can see, it doesn't do a lot, but it just kind of, what I always try and do is really follow that brow, so I'm not putting something there that's not, because then if you go outside and you've put it somewhere where it shouldn't be, or by accident, it's just going to come away and look odd. So I always just follow. And what I like about this, it has that kind of brush size where it goes from sort of small to medium to large, so you really get into the corners and things like that. But yes. So with everything going on with moving and stuff, I'm not going to be going on holiday. I know a lot of people in work have been covering their shifts because they're all going away to like Spain and these places, and it's not going to be me, I'm afraid. So what we're going to do is spray this, and then we're going to go in with that palette because I really wanted to focus on the golds, guys. So this is it here. You Interestingly, it comes with a concealer. So I've always said that you can use concealer as a primer. I usually use the Profusion, but just for the purpose of looking at the palette today, I'm going to use this. You don't have to use a primer, but it's good to have the eyeshadow to have something to stick to. What I'm going to do is just set first with that e.l.f. Gripping primer. It's a mist, so it's not like we're just going to spray that. I'm hoping guys can still comment because it's all stopped and gone again. Am I getting paranoid? Hoping you can still comment. The last one I saw was give me Sam Neill over Chris Pratt any day. Oh gosh. Yes. Oh, I'm warm. Okay. So let's have a look. So I'm actually going to start in the middle with Chrome. So they're all named. This is Chrome. And that's what it looks like. Super, super pigmented. And I always go in. And what have I not done? Used the primer that I said I was going to use, but that's okay. We're going to go with the flow. So this is Chrome. I think I showed you the other day, guys. I haven't got it with me, but I started to use the Elizabeth Arden Multi-Recovery Complex Rescue oil, and it's been really good. I have a feeling people can't comment again. Oh my goodness, I just have this feeling. What's this like here? Show me. All messages, all messages. Okay. Yeah, it says all messages. Okay, so hopefully I have this feeling. Okay, so I've just brought that above the lid because I have slightly hooded eyes. When I look forward, I want people to be able to see the color you've put on. So this is Chrome, and that's what it looks like. It's quite bright, it's quite glittery. I wouldn't say it says shimmer, I'd say it's more of a glitter. So I'm bringing that right up. Okay, making sure I'm not going too far towards the end. So we're going to do that on the other side. This is what it looks like if I look down so far. Oh my goodness, when somebody try and comment, that's not me being insecure. If somebody comments just so I know that you're there. I have a feeling my internet's gone down again. Okay. I'm not blind and I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just not seeing anything. Since Tassos said, give me Sam Neill over Chris Pratt any day. What is happening? It's my internet, isn't it? There's nothing I can do. Oh, you can't comment now. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Sorry, guys. I can see you can't comment.
This posture corrector is actually helping people fix. Hiya.
Okay. Okay, sorry you can't comment, guys. Let me see if I can pop on my internet. Sorry you can't comment. I can see that, guys. Okay. This is frustrating. It's obviously my internet. Okay, so sorry, I do apologize about that, guys. It is the internet, obviously. Just gonna. Sorry, guys. I'm just checking because it's not really fair on you guys to come into the live and not be able to actually comment. Hoping that the internet improves. Okay, so we'll continue. What I'm going to do then is just go in with scarlet, and that's what that looks like. And we're going to go to the outer corners with that, and then I'm going to bring it up over the gold, and it's kind of going to give it a nice kind of focus on the inner corners with the gold, and come towards the outside with scarlet. But I'm sorry about that, guys. That's really frustrating, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to get my placement brush. I'll keep that in mind, guys, about the internet, because this is the second live it's affected, and it never affected the first couple of ones. So I will keep that in mind. I'm using a placement brush, and I'm just going to go into scarlet. Um, um, Guys, I'm just checking something. Sorry. I'm sorry about that, guys. So this just goes, you can see it's kind of a medium brown. It's got a little bit of like a mahogany look to it. But when I bring it up and over, it will really just kind of make everything pop. Not too dark, so it's not going to make anything drag too much. Has this happened to anybody else's live? Because you can't comment back, can you? Oh dear. This is quite frustrating. Sorry about this, guys. I'm going to go on the other side. Just trying to see if there's anything I can do from my end. Okay. Okay. This feels a little bit, for you guys and for me, frustrating, because you guys can't comment and you're obviously going on a live for a reason. I will check that. It's never had an issue before, so I'm not quite sure what's happening there. Keep trying to comment, guys, because eventually it will come through when the internet improves. But obviously it's not going to help people who want to comment and communicate, which is the whole point of lives. Okay, so all I've done is brought that up and over, but not so much that it takes away from the gold. And we will kind of brush that, buff that out with my e.l.f. fluffy brush. I'm going in with Collections Mile High mascara today. I always set my face twice, so I will spray the e.l.f. Hydrating gripping mist again. So I always do the base and then do the eyes and then I spray again, just for that double kind of protection. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take this light off quickly. It's going to go a little bit darker for a moment. And I'm going to just drop down the menu for internet. There we go. Okay. Okay, so you guys should be able to comment now. Let's just, this is probably one of the most craziest lives. I'm sorry, guys. Let me know now. You should be able to comment. Okay. Okay, guys. All right. Okay, guys, I'm just going to have to go ahead with this, or else I'm wondering if I should just end the live. Try to comment if you can. Okay. All right. Well, I can't see anyone commenting. It's showing that I'm connected. So I'm sorry about this, guys. This has never happened before. Okay. Okay, I can't see anyone's commenting. I'm thinking of ending it, guys, just because, sorry, we're having real issues here. I'll put up photos afterwards, guys. It doesn't seem like this is working out tonight. Again, I just checked my connection and everything looks like BT is connected. I will have a look at it afterwards, guys. I'll pop up some pictures. I think just for tonight, there's obviously some issue, which is a shame. It was great to talk to you while I could. Again, I will be looking into this. My next live is tomorrow, so hopefully that doesn't happen tomorrow. I will be looking into it. I did take off the light specifically to check the connection, and it does say it's connected. So I do apologize, guys. When I look into it, I'll do the mascara kind of off camera, and I'll take some pictures and put them on the post section. But it is kind of for you guys, isn't it? And for us to be able to comment. So I will end it here, guys. Really sorry about that, but I feel very strongly that the lives are for the purpose of really chatting to you guys and interacting. So I will kind of work on that in the background, see what the issue might be. And in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you do like the video and you haven't seen my page, do check out my page. I'd be really, really appreciative of that. Thank you, guys. It was really nice to speak to you all. Again, I will look kind of what's going on in the background tonight. Put on some pictures in about, say, 5 minutes, and I'll see you guys soon.